Hi everyone! So, to my surprise, my ACL Part 2 video got 172 views as of right now, which was 7 months ago that I posted it. And I'm making this video because I promised more videos further on throughout my recovery, but I never posted them because I was either too sad or I just didn't really want to think about it, and I was just extremely busy with therapy. So I'm going to start off this video by saying that, of course, I've learned a lot. More than my first time around freshman year, and that I think I'm more an emotional person now, but I think it's in a positive way. So I'm going to open up this video by reading, if not one, but most definitely two, of things that I've written. I like to write, but no one really knows that. They are not to get anyone's sympathy, and you'll notice that. It's just about growing up and understanding how things may happen for a reason and what you can learn from them. So this is called Tear and Stitch. I understand that I am broken and changed or damaged beyond repair, but please hear me out, because you probably have a moment to spare. A moment is 90 seconds, and this you will never get back. At least you may learn something, because a fact is a fact. The sky is blue, the grass is typically green. The ages 13 through 19 constitute a teen. God is in heaven, and Satan is in hell. I am 17 years old, and I have torn both of my ACLs. Facts are facts that people never comprehend. Now try and listen to the message that I am about to send. As I hear your groans for walking up a flight of stairs, I hear your constant annoyance among your cares. The words you whisper as you dread the incline, at least you can walk upstairs. One day, that is a goal of mine. As I see you complain about running to your coach, you always sigh. Looking around, you roll your eyes. I would do anything to run one more step, to break down my game film in sincere depth, to move left and right and spin around, yet here you are making ungrateful sounds. As I listen to you talk about carrying your books, you give your friends disgusted looks. You complain about having way too much work. At least you didn't miss 2 weeks of school. That was not a perk. As you complain about being sore, that is one thing I deeply long for. You say you are in pain, but you truly do not know. I have had drills digging and jabbing me through my leg bones. I've been cut apart and screwed back together miraculously, but I try to stand tall, so I guess you can't really see. I am covered in scars, and my legs are identical. I play with my heart, and I've paid the biggest toll. I don't want your sympathy or for you to have guilt. I just want you to think about your persona that you have built. Going to therapy 156 times this year, I've had to readjust, rethink, reappear. You may think life is rough, but believe me when I say you will be fine. I can assuringly say that your life is divine. Just do me a favor and quit it with the comments, because they break my heart. I always sew myself back up, but it is hard when your overheard, ungrateful comments are constantly tearing me apart. Okay. Wow. Okay, so that was that. I am now going to read my second poem writing that I wrote. Okay, so this is just about how I believe that we are here for more than just our daily life activities. And no one really seems to understand that until, I've had everything taken away from me, and then you start to realize, wow, seeing my mom in the morning and playing with my little sisters outside, those are the things that are really important. So this is called The Purpose. I believe that there is more to life than a test grade. One single mark upon a piece of paper cannot distinguish your educational foundation that you so carefully laid. I believe that time is made up just to set barriers and restrict those who try. Time restricts people from doing and from uncovering all of the lies. I believe that routine is important, but being spontaneous is better. Being unpredictable catches people by surprise, kind of like warm weather. I believe that there is more to life than working a job. If you have little to no money, but you are happy, you don't qualify as a slob. I believe that diets and ads are only trying to make people feel worse. We are alive and beautiful. Stop filling yourself with remorse. I believe in random study dates where coffee and reading is all that takes place. Learning about other people should consume a good amount of your brain space. I believe that humans are capable of the unknown, except news experts and magazines portray humans as intelligent as stones. I believe that our world has faults, but that things can always get better. Nobody is ever perfect. We all have loose stitches in our sweaters. I believe that pain is good because learning happens too. Our population needs experiences to guide us through the morning dew. I believe that teen years are wasted on writing essays in the dark. We should be exploring and learning about our own inner spark. I believe that we all should do what makes us truly feel free. Mind, body, and soul can work together to create positive energy. I believe that when I die, I will have no regrets to contemplate. I will pass on in a positive mind state. I believe that sincere happiness is discovered when we let ourselves go. Just like how a snowman grows, it must get piled on by falling snow. I believe that we are all wondrous and that miracles do exist. But if we don't try to effectively leave our marks, how will we ever be missed? So for now, those are my 2 things that I'm reading to you. Hopefully in the future, my videos will not be about me hurting myself. They will be about me writing, letting you guys hear it, and then kind of like reflecting off of it. So basically, I'm going to be filming this video throughout multiple days, just because right now I don't have enough time just to sit here and say everything that I want to. But that's okay. Starting off, the recovery itself was long. It was hard. It kind of went by fast when I wasn't at therapy, but when I was at therapy, it kind of felt like the world was frozen. I would come in right after school, and I would see multiple people come in an hour after me and leave before me, because I was there for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours, and then hour and a half. It all fluctuated based on my schedule and how far along with therapy I was. However, whenever I would get exercises added on, sometimes other exercises that were particularly easy did not get taken away. Yeah, I guess, if you guys haven't gone through that, that wouldn't really be helpful, because you're like, oh, well, what exercises? Just things that are extremely hard and really test your mental and physical capabilities. That's what I'm going to say with that. Positively, though, like, I'm still here, and I don't think that people should look at injuries, any type of injuries, as such a negative thing. I mean, I've been through 2 ACL and meniscus repairs, full recoveries, and I'm playing again because I got released. I forgot to mention that I just got released like 2 weeks ago. Very exciting. But anyways, there's like much worse things going on in the world, where injuries should not really consume that much of our lives. I mean, something happened, you do what you need to do, and you get over it. That sounds harsh and cruel, but I grew up thinking that sports were my life, but that's not really true, because it's something that I enjoy doing in my free time. But I would say that like my family is more important than that. My education is more important than that. And so, although I wasn't able to play the sport that I longed for every single day for the last 7 months, I got to focus on other things, and I think I learned a lot that most people wouldn't even think about, or even find remotely interesting, I guess you could say. People always look at me and think, oh my gosh, like, you're so emotional, like, you care way too much about everything, because I always have my friends text me when they get to places, and I always have, whenever I get to places, I text my mom and tell her I'm here safe, like, oh, I'm at so-and-so's house, or I just got to the mall, or whatever. I think it's important for people to know that you care about them, and I, for some odd reason, going through a surgery and not playing my sport made me appreciate everything else that wasn't even directly related to sports. So yes, I may seem emotionally unstable, but it's kind of the opposite. I'm so emotionally stable that I care so much about everyone. If I meet someone, I ask so many questions. I adore getting to know people, because sometimes people are all that we have in this world, and sometimes they're here and sometimes they can get taken away from us. So I think that we should enjoy every single second possible. Adding on to that, we're taking a little detour on what I wanted to talk about. In high school, you realize that a lot of your friends who you thought were your friends may not really be your friends. But for your high school sake, you might as well do everything you can with them. You're not promising a lifelong friendship, you're just promising good memories for now. And it's okay to look back and think about all the great things you did, even if it's not with those people that you see yourself with in the future. I've learned this because you tend to hang out with certain people and you think that you mean something to them or they mean something to you, but we all go through different things in our life, and fortunately or unfortunately, people just shy away from each other, and that's fine. So people shy away from each other, and is it something to take personally? Yeah, but at the same time, it's not, because, like I said, people go through different things, and we all experience events or ideas or concepts that change us. I mean, we're hormonal teenagers that don't know how to speak, and we don't know what's going on. So, in the broad spectrum of things, don't freak out about someone not inviting you somewhere or you losing friendships, because in the past they were everything you ever wanted. So it's totally okay that you created great memories in the past, and then now in the future you can have more room to grow and you can have more room to meet new people. That's totally okay. Okay, so going back to the injury, I kind of direct people to my videos mostly because I want to give them hope. I'd like to give people inspiration. Since I was little, I kind of was like, when I grow older, I want to be an inspirational speaker. And I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know how to do that. So I started writing. And a lot of my work, like I said, I don't really share. And what I read to you earlier isn't even some of my best work. I think my mom has received my best work because it's Mother's Day things. But also contemplating life, things just happen and I write about it. I'm very timid with sharing that with people just because sometimes people are very quick to judge. But anyways, so when things happen and you don't know how to deal with them, try writing, try listening to new music, try making music, try singing, try going outside and playing hopscotch with your siblings, try taking pictures. There are so many other activities to express yourself positively when bad things in life happen, not just injuries. Okay, so I'm adding to my video now because I needed a little bit of inspiration because I really wasn't sure what to add from last time. Well, I just played soccer. Excuse my mom yelling downstairs. I just played soccer, so I got some motivation. Basically, when I have set out, obviously, 2 injuries, I have like this longing to play soccer. So although I wasn't able to play, when I'm out there right now, it's like the second I stop and I can't breathe because like I'm running so much or I need water, like I'm obviously very excited, sorry. It's like the best feeling in the world. Like I am in like pain because I'm aching, but like I love it because I haven't been able to have that pain for a while. There's nothing I can really like, tell to get anyone to understand that, but that basically goes along the lines of you just need to be grateful. Tagging onto that, also, I'm making this right now because this is what I look like when I'm sweaty and gross. I thought it was important because athletes are athletes, and all girls do not look very pretty after they stop playing. So, okay, a little bit better. Wow, I'm really gross. So, anyways, basically, just be appreciative for, like, what you have, because, like, you don't have what you have now forever, and I don't think many people realize that. I'd also just like to add on that if anything has ever happened to anyone, I wouldn't particularly pick on them for that, because I'm not making fun of any of my friends, but it can be really degrading when the people you think care about you are always like, you hit them and they're like, oh my god, my ACL. Like, yes, hi, right here. I'm right here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm right here. Yes. So, obviously I've had to get over that. I know people don't think it's a big deal, but when I hear it at least like 5 times a day, kind of gets old. So, please stop. Anyways, I would also recommend for anyone going through this or anyone who knows people who are going through the recovery stage, just be like positive, because I'm currently going to put, after the end of this video, I'm going to put together a couple videos of me playing, and it's not like I'm amazing. I mean, I haven't touched a ball in like 8 months, so I'm getting there, but I'm not amazing right now, but I'm going to keep on working hard for it. So yes, people are going to struggle, but try not to call them out on it. Just try and be as positive as possible. And yes, that seems like common sense, but going through this, it's really embarrassing when like I'm comparing like weights that I'm lifting or like stuff that I'm doing to other people who are straight up athletes who have not had any injuries, because yeah, I'm behind. I'm really behind. I used to rely on my left leg freshman year because I tore my right ACL, and then I tore my left one this year, so I can't really rely on my left or my right because they're both injury prone, I guess, because I've had both of them done. So I've had to get over that. But basically, we go through a lot of disadvantages, and I'm not saying it's like impossible to get back from. It's not, because I mean I did, and I plan on continuing that. I mean, I'm a junior and I'm talking to colleges. I'm still trying to play. side note, make sure you focus on academics because that's probably helping me out a lot. But yeah, so this was a little glimpse into this after I practice, and I thought that was important just to know where inspiration comes from because I was outside and I couldn't breathe, and that was probably the best feeling I felt aside from the day I was actually released. And I just don't know what to say to get people to realize that, but I'm really hoping that me sitting here attempting to explain to you how to not take things for granted can hopefully create this pathway of knowledge for you to understand exactly that. I think that sentence made sense. So yeah. And also, whether you're going through this or you're just an athlete, I know I said this in my last 2 videos, ice, and ice some more. I just played outside, and it would probably be in my best benefit to go ice. Do I want to? No. Is it good for me? Yes. Therefore, I shall do it. So I'm recommending that everyone ices a lot. I also wanted to comment on the fact that I put a lot of my stuff on Twitter and Instagram, and I had my own hashtag, BMACL Part 2, and I really hope that that didn't annoy anyone. It was kind of just to let people know like what I was going through, if anything, also for me, so I can click on it and be like, wow, I've progressed so far. But yeah, so hopefully you guys can all understand that that was solely for the purpose of informing other people of like what was going on if they wanted to find out, not to just brag about everything that I was doing. I wouldn't even call it bragging because it was like, wow, I got to walk today. But yeah, hopefully everyone can understand that. Okay, so this should be concluding my video. So I decided that instead of making this video extremely long, I'm just going to put up my little inspirational quotes and ideas about after my ACL surgery, my second one, later on. And I promise that this time I will do it. Basically just because I don't want people to watch this video and be like, oh my god, it's 45 minutes long, I'm not watching it. Because I know people see the times in my other videos and they're like, wow, that's way too long. So I'm not going to do that. Lucky for you guys, this is gross basketball hair. It was in a braid and it just probably stayed that way from sweat and stuff. Yeah. So it's down right now. So you guys have seen me after soccer and now you see me after basketball. So I'm really glad that we're forming this really close connection where you can see me and just accept me for who I am. Kidding. So basically, to end all of my videos or little side videos, I just wanted to say that whenever people are struggling, I know if people are closer to me, I've had them reach out to me and ask me how do I deal with it, and I always direct them back to my videos, and that's basically just because a lot of the things that I've said or wanted to say to people who have gone through this injury or any type of injury, I've said it in my videos. I know that my second ACL video and then even this one and the first one are all kind of relevant and the same, but it's basically just a build-off, and all of those thoughts are thoughts that I've had because of the things that I've gone through. None of them have been, oh, I'm going to look back on my video and then rephrase it. Obviously, I'm making this very, like, emotional, sentimental, like, it's things I've gone through and I'm explaining them to you. So, basically, to sum everything up, I always believe that, and I will continue to believe, hopefully, that in my future and whatever I want to do, if I want to put my heart to something and I want to do it, then I will. I know that in the world there's so many different options and there's so many different things for people to choose and so many different pathways for people to walk on. But in the broad spectrum of things, you're never going to get what you want unless you fully dedicate yourself to that. A lot of people want to do amazing things. So many people want to become millionaires or whatever. But you're never going to do that unless you actually set your mind to that. And you need to give all of your effort. Most of the time, you're battling other people for positions in your life, but you're also battling yourself. Because if you dedicate yourself fully, then other people really won't matter. I've never been the type of kid, or I don't think I've been the type of kid that's been really cocky. I've always just tried my best, and in doing so, I have good stats. I've formed really good friendships with my teammates and coaches, and we're all there to help each other in the end, and that's all because I stayed positive and did what I had to do to become the best athlete I possibly can. So basically, going through injuries and everything in life, I always think that it's good to stay positive and do what you can with what you got. And if you follow that, then I think everything will work out perfectly fine. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm sure that in the future I'll have other videos that you can watch, hopefully little inspirational things, probably me writing and then explaining it. And I look forward to sending those out to everyone and letting them see them, and I look forward to seeing you back here. So if you could just do me a favor and share this with anyone who's been through any type of injury, whether it's an ACL, meniscus, MCL, anything, then that would be wonderful, because I feel as though it would be able to help some people, maybe. Maybe they'll just be like, oh, she's still smiling, and then like they'd be happy or something like that. But regardless, I really appreciate you coming here, taking the time watching this. If you watched all of it or just parts of it, it really means a lot to me, because I feel as though that's like the first step in getting people to understand injuries. Because I know so many people go through this who don't deserve it, and I feel as though other people need to understand that everything will be okay in the end. So thank you very, very, very much, and I wish you the best of your days in the future, and hopefully you'll be back for more videos. Thank you.